Recently on Signals Everywhere, we went over using Bluetooth TNCs and the QT Term TCP software to have a keyboard-to-keyboard conversation over packet radio. Today I want to show you how easy it is to use these Bluetooth TNCs and APRS on a non-standard frequency as a method for simple keyboard-to-keyboard communication. APRS is a fantastic service, but sometimes in some areas the network becomes congested and unusable. When this happens, it's hard to pass messages over the network. But what if you wanted to talk to another station within range of your radio? What if you wanted a dedicated way to talk to your club or to use during a special event? We can simply switch over to another frequency and use APRS over that clear channel in order to enable chat, place objects, track important stations, and even create group bulletins. Essentially, we can use every feature of APRS on any frequency that we're licensed to operate on. This gives us the flexibility of being able to run high-traffic tasks such as keyboard-to-keyboard chat without tying up the national APRS frequency, and it allows us a method of communication which doesn't rely on any internet nodes or communication. Stay tuned as I show you how to set up APRS ISCE32 for our Bluetooth TNCs and communicate between two computers and a cell phone using APRS Droid in real time. So our first step is going to be setting up the APRS ISCE32 application. The bare minimum you're going to have to do here is enter your call sign, so I'll enter mine here. And if you want to, you can change your icon and other settings here, but this is the main one. Set your call sign and press the accept button. And then we're also going to come up to enables real quick, and we're going to disable this APRS IS enable because we're not looking to get traffic from the IS network. We're going to be creating a new port and then connecting directly to our Bluetooth TNCs. So to do that, come over to configure. We're going to come down to ports and then click on new port. From here we can give the port a name. So this is my VGC radio, so I'll name it VGC. And then we can select either a TCP IP port type, Bluetooth, or COM serial. In this case, it'll be Bluetooth. And then from the drop down, you see we have both my Mobile Link TNC to TNC and my VRN76 radio, and that's the one we want. So let's go ahead and select that from our drop down. And then before we hit accept here, we have a couple things that we need to take a look at. You see we have a check mark here for RF to IS. That is if you want to take signals that you're receiving from APRS and push them out onto the internet. In that case, we don't want to do that. And this other one, IS to RF, is the opposite of that. This takes signals from the APRS IS network and will use your radio to transmit them out into the APRS network. But since we'll be using this on a non-standard frequency, we want these particular items to be disabled. And then from here near the bottom, you'll see these are packet types that will be passed back and forth on this particular port. And we want to turn all of these on to make sure that all of these different types of packets can be passed through that port. And finally, we'll press the accept button. And with that, we have our port configured, and it will automatically be enabled for us. And you can see it says VGC OK in the upper left-hand corner. That lets us know that we are successfully connected to our Bluetooth TNC. Our next step is going to be to set our home position. So we need to drag our cursor over to our home position, and it's going to want us to zoom in to make sure that we are positioning ourselves accurately. So find your position wherever it may be. Make sure that you're zoomed in nice and close to where you're supposed to be. And once you've found your area, we can come up to the transmit button and press that one time. And you'll see we're actually not zoomed in close enough. It's asking us to zoom in closer to make sure we're in the right spot. So the software is very particular about this. So let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit more. Make sure that we're exactly where we want to appear on the map. And we'll press transmit again. And you can see down here in the bottom left corner that we have transmitted a packet with our call sign and location. And we are now able to use the software for chat communication purposes. From here, we can now send chat messages back and forth between our two stations. The nice thing about running APRS off the national frequency is that we can now chat keyboard to keyboard without bogging down the network or worrying if the network can handle our rate of communication. Typically, chat messages over APRS take a long time to traverse the network, but because we're talking directly station to station, we can chat in real time. We can even use APRS Droid as one of our stations and allow us to chat easily with Bluetooth TNCs without the need of setting up a complicated packet station. And of course, we can create bulletins, objects, or track stations in real time, just as we can do on the national APRS frequency. Just keeping in mind that we do not have access to internet services such as bots or email when using APRS as our method of packet communication on another frequency. I hope you enjoyed this video. Big shout out to all of my subscribers and patrons for making this possible. And if you're interested in early content or behind the scenes, please be sure to check out my Patreon at the link below the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.